What's up, guys? It is Austin with the Semi-Saucin YouTube channel. I wish this was a positive video, I really do, because things have been going so well for me here at Swift. Everything was kind of lining up the way that I was getting them lined up. I don't know what happened. As you can tell, probably from my last video, you could probably tell from the netting of the Freightliner that I'm no longer in my Freightliner, which means I'm no longer on target. I don't know what happened, man. I as trying to do my best job at being unbiased and transparent for Swift's sake, I'll just tell you guys what happened. I transitioned to Target, and I did 9 days with them. 9 days. They got me a brand new Freightliner. It took me about 3 to 4 hours to transfer all of my stuff into my Freightliner. And now I don't know how all the other truckers live, but I'm in this truck 6 days a week. You know, I go home when I can, but most of the time I'm here. So I have a lot of stuff in here. Like my TV is mounted. I have a PlayStation in here playing games with the boys. I've got my router that you guys have probably seen in my shorts or in my TikToks that gives me internet in here. Microwave. I have a skillet and stuff like that. I have stuff to move, and it takes some time. So I took all this time moving into this truck. Very excited to get this brand new Freightliner. I do a couple loads with them. I did Albuquerque and back, and then I did a round trip to Vegas, and then I did again Albuquerque and back, and then I went to Utah and back. And on the last day of my driving for Utah, I got a call from my driver leader, and I was like, "What's up, homie? What's going on?" And she was like, "Hey, how far are you from the Swift terminal?" And I was like, "About 2 hours." "Why, what's up?" She's like, "I need you to empty your truck." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Like, what did I do? Did I do something?" They were like, "No, it's just a freight shortage." The way that it was explained to me was that they hired a bunch of drivers for Q4, which is their peak quarter. The last quarter of the year is supposedly when Target is the busiest. So they hired a bunch of people from other departments and externally and put them in new Freightliners and got them ready to go, prior to Target telling them how much volume they were actually going to need. So they put us all on these trucks. They got us all on these jobs. And then 9 days later, when Target gave them the volume they would need for the last quarter, it was way lower than what they had already hired for. So when they finally got their numbers and were like, "Oh snap, like I actually don't need this many people. Let's just cut these guys all and put them back where they were." Which is exactly what they did. So I got cut. They told me right off the bat, like, "You didn't do anything wrong. It's not performance based. Like, we just don't have the freight for you." Which again puts another. It just puts a little. What's the word I'm thinking of? It just puts a wedge in between me and my goal of becoming an owner operator. Because as far as if I'm trying to do it through Swift, which I am, I don't know of any other routes that work. I talked to my driver leader today, and he told me that my new driver leader, which is my previous driver leader's boss, so I report right now to the fleet manager, and he's doing his best to try to help me out, you know, because I wasn't an asshole when I went in there, but I was like, "Guys, like that's like, I feel like you guys kind of dropped the ball communication wise. Like, none of these drivers were told that this could potentially be temporary. And if you didn't know for certain if you were going to have all these people, you should have kept us in our regular trucks that we were already seated on before switching us into a new truck." Some people don't care, but for me, I don't like to waste my time. So like, for me to have to move everything out of that truck into a new truck and then have to switch it all back into something else, and now my old truck is now like seated by somebody else, that bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to have my time wasted. And so I expressed my concerns to them, and I was like, you know, like I the whole reason why I was leaving the 602 was because I wasn't making enough money. The GR pay is cool and everything, but like, there's potential to make more. And I won't say that I don't say that the 602 doesn't pay you enough. It doesn't pay me what I want, because, you know, $1,000 a week isn't terrible. In the trucking industry, there's definitely way more money you can be made if you're willing to drive more, and this route just doesn't allow you to drive more. You're very limited. You're limited to like 300 to 350 miles a day. It's not a lot. While on Target, there were days where I would do 600 miles a day. That's the type of miles that I need as an owner-operator. I need to be pulling in 3,000 to 3,500 miles a week. So I need to get into an account that allows me to do that. I expressed my concerns with him, and he said, you know what, like, you know, by the time you get here, I'll have a truck for you, and we'll get it all figured out. I tried to tell him that I wanted a Volvo, because Volvo is the only truck I haven't driven yet. So I was like, I want a Volvo too. You know, if you're looking for trucks, give me a Volvo. They didn't have any Volvos available that were decent enough. So when I went in there, I went to the office and I talked to him. And Cody's a nice guy. I don't mean to name drop, but he's a cool guy. And he's very respectful, and you can tell he's very genuine. He wants to help me succeed. He wants to do what he can to get me to the next level as an owner-operator. So we chatted for a little bit. The truck they ended up putting me in, I'm in a 2023 International. So he said, you know, the only trucks that were available were 2018s, 2019s. I wasn't gonna have you get kicked off of your team and come back and get into like a piece of shit truck that doesn't have a fridge. He's like, so I got you a brand new one. And I was like, cool. No complaints here. Now I just gotta make sure that I get paid and that I'm home on Sundays. Because I was paying for childcare on Target because I had assumed I was gonna make more money. But if I'm gonna go back to the 602 where I'm not making more money, then I need to go back down to having Sundays off. But 6 days a week is enough to run the triangle twice and get your GR pay. So it shouldn't be a problem. My driver leader also brought the idea to my attention that I could do express runs, which is where I'm 4 days on, 2 days off. And I would be doing about 500 miles a day going to and from, but the problem with that is that it's like an express local. So I don't have a sleeper. I drive a day cab, and I go like to like Coachella, California and back every day. And so like it's an option. I also am looking at what's called the 603, which is a round trip to Vegas, but it's a reefer. So you take a Costco refrigerated load up to Vegas, and then you have like an Amazon recycled load coming down. So you do like 580, 600 miles a day going to Vegas and back, and you're home every day. That would be cool in my opinion. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. So there's a big wait list for that. So I went to the driver leader that has that account, and I was like, hey, like I would like to get on that list. I asked her if they'll welcome owner operators on that account, and they said no. So I can't, it's not a long-term thing for me to be on there. From all the research that I've done, so the last couple days, because now I'm like, what do I want to do? Do I want to go and maybe just try to be an owner operator somewhere else? Do I put all my eggs in one basket and hope that Target pans out for me in a couple months? I'm under a lot of pressure right now because I do have a business partner, and my business partner is working on getting on a truck eventually. But right now I'm the only one on the truck, and I'm just trying to make sure that I have everything in order for us. For when he gets on the truck, I should already have my truck and my account taken care of. All he has to do is just, you know, start driving with me. That's what I want to bring to the table. But obviously with the issues with Target and not being able to get on that account, I'm having problems. I talked with my previous driver leader, and she was just like, you know, just check in every 2 weeks and see if they need drivers, and we'll try to get you back over. And I was just like, look, dude, I don't want to come back over there and have you cut me every time you slow down. So like the next time I come over there, I'm staying over there, because if I buy a truck and I'm buying a truck based off your miles, like, I don't want to sound entitled, but if you kick me off that account after I buy a truck through Swift, like, that truck's coming back to Swift. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be sucked into a truck payment and then have to go like somewhere on the 602 where like you get 1,300 to 1,500 miles a week as an owner operator. Like, you can't survive on that. You know, those are the types of drivers that are literally working to put fuel in their tank. I can't do that. So I'm just trying to be smart. You know, you guys can call me entitled. You guys can call me that. You could say I complain too much. I'm about to start a business. I'm trying to grow a business, and all I'm trying to do is make sure that I do it correctly and I don't fall on my ass. That's all I'm doing. If, you know, sometimes you have to be assertive. Sometimes you have to, you know, make demands, and sometimes you have to have lines that you don't go back on. You know, you have to have these principles in order if you're gonna be a business owner. You can't be a kiss ass and a lay down as a business owner. You have to have some type of like assertiveness. You know what I mean? Especially when I know it's possible. I've seen owner operators on Target making a killing, dude. It's awesome, and I'm so happy for them. That's where I want to be. If not, then we figure out other options. We've talked about, looking into the Amazon load board, because my partner has his own authority. So like, we don't have to buy a truck through Swift. We can just put the DOT stickers on our trucks and go. Swift is kind of a more foolproof plan because they're walk-away leases. So like, if for whatever reason we misstep, we could just walk away. So as of right now, I'm currently in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm in front of a Costco because I'm on the 602 and I'm waiting to get unloaded. I had to make this video so that I could get it out to you guys, because I think the last video that came out was my vlog, and like the last video I posted was a live vlog on the Target account. So, it's just crazy how fast things change over here. You know what I mean? There's constant moving parts, and I just feel like I can't catch a break with these guys. I'm happy to work, you know what I mean? As long as I have work, it's not like hey, like you're fired because Target doesn't have freight. They gave me somewhere else. They put me in a nice truck. And so it's a matter of communication. I feel like they could have handled the situation differently. I feel like they either should have kept every driver that was moved to Target in their own truck until they got the volume from Target, or they should have told us up front that it could potentially be temporary. No one told me that. No one told me it was temporary. They were like, yeah, you're good to go, boom. And then like I felt like a rug pull, like 9 days in, But what are you gonna do, man? It's the industry. I know things are hard in the industry right now, so I'm not trying to sound insensitive. I have my own life. I have my family to feed. I have my kids. I have my own desires as a businessman and as a driver. And I'm trying my hardest to make Swift work, because I'm a loyal guy. I don't like to job hop. I don't like to go, I've heard of methods where you go and just go to the next driving company and the next driving company and just slowly like give yourself raises, just hopping from companies every 6 months. That's not the type of guy I am. I'm the type of guy that wants to stay at the same company for 10, 15 years and build up a pension and retire. And if that's wrong, then, I don't know the industry. So that, that's how I was in every other job that I've had. So that's just how I am. So like, I want to be with Swift as long as I can, and if they can help me fulfill my financial needs by allowing me to go owner operator, and it just excuses me to stay with them even longer while doing what I want to do as a business owner, then it's just a win-win for me. So I'm trying to make them work. But all these things that are coming up and constantly changing parts, it's making it hard. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm optimistic. It was a shitty day 2 days ago. I took a day off. I took a breather just so I could come in with the right mindset, moved everything in my truck, and so that's where we're at. I wanted to give you guys an update. So this is where we're at. We're on the 602 now. I'm now in a 2023 International. It had like 1,500 miles on it when I got it, so it's brand new. It's nice. But yeah, so I'm no longer on Target. I will be off of Target for this foreseeable future, but best believe I'm gonna be on their ass. I'm gonna be messaging them every 2 weeks. Yo, you got an opening? Yo, you got an opening? Yo, 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 yo. Because that's where I wanna be, and they know that's where I wanna be. All the guys know that. So I just gotta stay on their ass and just do my job, work. I'm not gonna change my work ethic because of outside circumstances. It is what it is. But I'm on the 602 again, so I'm gonna just give it my all here and try to make as much money as I can here, and then try to get back over to Target permanently as soon as possible. But that's my update. That's all that happened for the week. So that was the biggest part of the week. So if you guys are loving the content and stuff, again, you guys be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We're approaching 200 subscribers. We're coming up close. I think when I checked this morning, we're at 189. So yeah, go ahead and, like I said, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, like the video. Make sure you guys put some comments down. Give me some feedback. Am I being overreacted? Am I overreacting from all these scenarios? Do you guys have other routes that you guys know of that'll make me more money as an owner operator? Anything. If you guys just have something that you want me to cover, I saw a comment the other day that I'm about to do a separate video for, that he wanted me to do a video of. If you guys want me to do a video touching on a subject and I feel like it's worth making the video for, I'll make it. So leave that feedback in the comments. I love talking with you guys. I love hearing what y'all have to say. You guys mean a lot to me. The 189, 200, anybody that's watching, all you guys mean so much to me, because you guys keep me occupied while I'm out on the road. and you guys always have words of endearment and encouragement while I'm out here. So I appreciate y'all so much. I'm so blessed to have the following that I have, and we're growing fast, so I love it. And I'm gonna wrap it there. We already talked in like 2 videos ago about me rambling, so I'm gonna cut it there. Love, peace, chicken grease, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a great weekend, guys.